What's going on, guys? A quick video for you today. If you follow me on Twitter, you knew that I had a little bit of a back and forth with IMV Gaming, and I'm proud to have Alex on with me now. When you look at your plan right now, when you look at the payment plans, and you look at and you talk about major investors, $100,000, whatever the case may be, there's nothing actually in the terms of service or in the agreements that say, as a subscriber to the Insider program, I'm relinquishing my rights to future profits as an investor. So to me, the amazement of that not being included, like that truthfully, that baffles me a little bit because, again, just with some basic forethought, you could conclude, let's say, and I want your game to succeed. Everyone else, there's no one that I've talked to that says they want you to fail. Let's say the game succeeds. Let's say you get the license. We're 5 years down the road. You guys are making $5 million a year. If I look at your gold package right now, I'm calling and talking to you to give you my ideas and my suggestions of the game, and I'm paying you $200 some to invest in the game. Legally, at some point, that person could conclude, well, my ideas made this game better, and I invested my money, subscription or not, into creating this game. And while it may not be on par with Spencer's $100,000 investment, fractionally, I would be able to recover a percentage of what my investment was. And I mean, I can just tell you that that's something that may happen no matter how legally well written it is. But for that to be excluded, do you not understand how someone could conclude that may eventually happen?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you in that case. I think that's the point that Cameron and I both made to our financial advisor and attorney, in that they informed us that should not be an issue because it's simply like if, for example, if someone was to go online and pre-order a T-shirt, even though the duration for our product is obviously farther off than the duration of that T-shirt, like LeVar Ball, for example, even though they don't get to call LeVar Ball directly to purchase his shoes, they are purchasing a shoe that's not currently created. They have to wait until 6 months down the road to actually receive that shoe. So he informed us that, with that in mind, we've laid out exactly what legally what they would receive by purchasing the package. It's just like pre-ordering a T-shirt. In a sense. You're pre-ordering these items by selecting this package. And by selecting that package, this is all that you were to receive. And even in the order fulfillment part of the terms of service, it pretty much outlines that and says that, you are only to receive orders in your package. And to receive this, you have to complete all 12 monthly payments or complete your one-time payment. So from with the conversation that we had with them today, it's something that we brought up as well. I'm trying to look forward, like you're saying now. But they informed us that should not be an issue. It's like pre-ordering a T-shirt in the same instance. But in our next meeting, following this conversation with you, we will bring that back up again and make sure that is not anything that we need to add. Because, that's just something simple to add to the terms of service. But, if they find that it might be necessary due to something in the future moving forward, then that's something that we would do. But as I said before, we talked to them in length about that topic specifically because obviously with this project, even the way it began, we want to avoid any litigation, period. So if that's something that we can avoid simply by adding that verbiage, that's perfectly fine. But as I said before, they laid that out to us and said that should not be an issue because of the reasons that I laid out.
So then what would be the difference then if I came to you and I said, okay, rather than buy this $60 package or this $100 package, $200 package, whatever the case may be, I just want to become an investor. I'll forego all that. I won't buy the game. I don't need the shirt. I don't need the console cover, whatever the case may be. I just want to invest this money in. How would you look at that differently from that person getting a return on their investment than they would, say, buying into the program? Because that's where there's no distinction. And I respect what you're saying, where it's like you pre-order something, but in a way it's not, because you're pre-ordering something that's going to be manufactured. You're not actually funding for that product to be designed, created, and talking to the person that's eventually making it. So if you're buying a T-shirt, there's an image of what it is. You're not saying to them, well, this is what I want to be on the shirt.
Well, I would say in a sense, it still is manufacturing in a sense, because, I mean, of course, you won't, like I said, the only difference and distinct difference that I see is that you won't be able to have part in, say, and possibly what's in the game. Now, I personally think that if that's the rationale people take and think that, you know, I can just give them ideas, and if they use them, I'm going to go back and say, well, I deserve these royalties, percentages, monies, period, because they used my ideas, then I feel like that's something we would have to even address in the simplest form as far as, you know, taking community input. And so I think with that being in mind, I wouldn't think that would be an issue, because if it was, then I would not want to receive any information from the community, which would kind of stronghold and cut off, you know, partially what makes us unique as a company, because we have that connection with them, we have that, you know, communication with those guys. So I think down the road, if that's something that we have to address, then I think that's something that we will. But I personally, like I said, through my financial but advisors and a lawyer, that should not be an issue. Like I said, it's simply like a pre-order type of thing. I think what truly distincts the two is that, you know, for those people that do contact us via email, via phone on our site and say, hey, I'm interested in investment. What is the minimum investment for this company? If not, you know, do I need to sign up for this program? And we inform you, this is the minimum to receive a royalty. This is the minimum to receive equity in our company. And obviously, if we're running pretty much a Kickstarter campaign, then, you know, this is not, you know, close to what we need as far as for equity or royalties in our game. So I feel like if that was an issue then maybe that could be an issue as well. Because I didn't even, in reading the Kickstarter terms instead of last year, that's not laid out in their terms. It just says, you know, you get what you order. You know, whatever you pre-order, whatever package you get as a backer of this, like that's what you get. That's what the people that become insiders are. They're just backers of the insider program. They're not considered. We don't look at them as investors or whatever the case may be. They are helping us fund the game. They're helping us fund the game, but I don't look at them as an investor. It's more of like a crowdfunding campaign, and they are essentially a backer.